Do, 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 do. All right. Well, good morning, John.
Good morning, James.
We're live. A little bit of a snafu there.
Yeah.
We were a few seconds late, but crisis averted.
That's it. Yep.
All right. Well, I don't see anybody in the chat just yet.
All right.
But let's go ahead and start our recording whenever you're ready.
I am all set.
Let's go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the RetroMacCast with James and John. This is episode 531 for June 28th, 2020. Good morning, John.
Good morning, James.
How are you doing?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I see you've got the microphone is off to the side.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Not centered like mine, but you are centered.
Yes.
With your cool background.
I think, I've got mine off to the side because I've got it connected to the desk over there. And of course, my iMac's right in the center, so I can't have it front center like yours is.
So now that we're on YouTube and
Yes.
your collection, your Mac Attic is on display, I guess that's going to be forcing you to keep it neat and tidy.
It is, yes. Yeah,
except for maybe everything that you're blocking with your massive shoulders.
You can see right over my shoulder here, my Apple IIgs is semi-disassembled.
No disassemble.
No disassemble. Because I put a new 8 meg RAM card in it, and I'm messing with the Booty, Booti, Booty.
Oh,
drive emulator. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not working yet.
Not yet. No. I was just messing it with this morning before starting this. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great. Well, when you get it running, we'll have to hear all about it.
Absolutely.
Let's see. No new members over on Facebook, but Joe DeLuca has joined us on the old Ning site. Joe got his first Mac in 1985. He has 5 Macs. His favorite Mac of all time is his current MacBook. And, we have a few people showing up in the chat room, which is great. Welcome, everybody. Reminder, we do stream this now live, if you're so inclined, at 8 a.m.
Central Time.
U.S. Central Time, yeah. All right, let's see.
On a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
At least for us. I guess by now it's a Sunday for everywhere on the planet.
Oh, I think probably Australia. Yeah. Is it still Sunday or is it Monday?
Yeah, it's late. It's late in the afternoon. Okay. All right. Let's see. So what are we doing today? We are going to do the usual recap and discovery of new eBay finds. Then we're going to give a little summary, our impressions of WWDC. We finally figured out when that was. And we'll talk about that. Some big news there. I'm sure everybody's already heard. And then we've got a couple other news stories to pad that, and I think that'll be a show. So we'll be right back with eBay finds. All right, it's 3 p.m. in Sweden.
Oh, right.
Oh, no, 2GS service time. Oh, no, but it's an upgrade, yes.
Hi, Derek.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting that Acheron 909 is Derek. What is that? Where does that come from? That name? Do you know, John?
I'm sure Derek has probably told me, and I've sadly forgotten.
All right. Let's see. eBay finds. Let's get those queued up. Whenever you're ready, John.
I am all set.
Okay. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time for eBay finds. Last week, 3 eBay finds. How did they do? Remember the Through the Looking Glass?
Yeah, I remember.
Apple produced. Did you get caught up in the bidding war?
Oh my goodness, yes. And unfortunately, I
what?
I did a bit of 280 on it.
Oh, and
I got outbid.
Somebody sniped it.
Sniped me. Yes. I'm looking at it. I'm watching another one today. Fingers crossed.
John, I can
That
sell
next
you one of
day.
mine for $280.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding. I said one.
I'll.
First of all, I wouldn't
all right.
do that to you, but I only have one, so
Oh yeah, yeah. You're not
I'm
going to sell
waiting.
that puppy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting till this is into the multi-$1,000 range. 285. That's a lot.
Yes.
I'm surprised you took it that high. I mean,
I know.
Wow, 17 bits.
But it's a perfect crossover between a hobby of my wife's and mine. So it's one of those kind of twofers.
Right. So we used
You know,
to
we'd have to do joint
wire.
custody, where half the time it's in her Alice room, half the time it's in the Mac attic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Were you in there entering bids and just cranking them up and sweating and?
No, because
Or
I
you
get
just set the
way too
280
anxious.
and
About 5 minutes before it ended, I'm like, 280, highest I'm going to go, period, and then I close the app.
oh, okay. So somebody probably just kept on marching their bid up and or they
somebody obviously
overshot it.
really wanted it. So yeah.
The
one that's going today is already up to I think over 200.
Well, I was looking at the winning bid for 285, and the buyer is April. I think you might have just outbid your wife.
Yes.
Okay.
Or she outbid
it all
me.
goes to,
that's right.
or she. Well, you outbid yourself, assuming you all share
our
money.
income. Yes.
Wouldn't that be funny?
I had to sell my watch to buy her. That was a different story.
The cases, the Mac Effects cases, this was the custom bred. Those are still available for a buy it now of $275. And the 1980s technical manual service book, no bids. It had a starting bid of $99.99. Has been relisted. Has the same $99.99 buy it now price. No make an offer option. All right, we'll start off here with an interesting clock coming out of Japan. We see a lot of interesting promotional items.
Yes.
That are only from Japan. And it's never really clear if these are unlicensed or if there's a little more liberty perhaps over in Japan as how they might how they're authorized to use the Apple logo. But this clock, the title says Rare Vintage Apple Computer Mac OS Wall Clock Promo Macintosh. Boy, why don't we go ahead and throw that up there on the screen so people can see it.
Oh, there you go.
It's one thing I get carried away and forget that we're doing this live. I need to show the people what we're looking at. Promo Macintosh logo. Well, here's an interesting thing, right? So it's like a blue lucite shaded Apple logo block, right? With an analog clock in the middle.
Yeah.
With the smiley finder icon in it. And does it look like the 6-color Apple logo is the second hand?
It's the second hand. That is what that looks like, which is pretty cool if that's the case.
And it says Apple Computer Inc. kind of etched on the bottom. And I would guess you pop the clock off from the front and then put a little, one of those little watch cell batteries in there. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, does that look like? It looks like it's probably about the size of a standard.
It does, like a watch face.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are there dimensions on this thing? Let's see. Well, what else does it say in the description? It says very rare. Okay. Original box, vintage, new open stock condition.
Battery's dead
worldwide. Oh, I'm sure.
Yes.
No
well,
problem.
it says flat battery.
Standard. Oh, you said flat battery. I thought that meant the battery's flat. Not
well, it could be that too, but I assumed it just meant it was dead.
I'm gonna flat battery. Did you say that for batteries? Or you say it's flat?
Oh yeah, it's
Have
flat,
you used that expression?
Right? No.
I don't know. I'm gonna go to the chat room. Who's ever said a battery was flat? Let's see if we get somebody to back you up on that one.
All right.
I think it's because the battery is thin.
It's thin,
thin and flat. It's probably both.
Right.
I'm not sure what the seller meant, but anyway, this is a buy it now of $198. No make an offer. A little on the pricey side. All right.
Yeah.
Let's move along.
Ooh, all right.
We had the colored cases last
Yes.
week from Mac Effects, right? Red, blue, and green, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Now we've got a glow in the dark one. I love glow in the dark stuff. Not only is it the case, but it is the mouse and the programmer switch. So you get all three. When the lights are on, it looks like a just fairly clear, kind of, you kind of see stuff through it, kind of in a ghostly way. And of course, when the lights are off, it glows a very nice faint green. Now, what I would do is, if I had this, would probably throw actually like a black light inside it, so that it would constantly glow. Because if a black light will make glow in the dark stuff glow like crazy. Yeah.
Like those posters you used to hang in your room.
Right, exactly. Yes, yes.
That you got from Spencer's.
Oh yeah, it even comes with a green floppy disk.
I love that.
Great. That is a nice touch on that.
Been great if that floppy actually glowed too.
Right, yeah. So this is not actually being sold by Mac Effects. So this is somebody who, I guess, got one of these and decided to part with it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Do you see that? It's a different seller. Right now it's only $99 with one bid. It's got 6 days to go, ending next Saturday.
You don't remember what these things went for, do you?
I think around a couple $100, just like the other Mac Effects ones that are being sold right now by Mac Effects.
I didn't know if they were a premium because of the glow and dark.
Oh, you know what? That's a very good point. Yeah, it is possible they did cost more because of glow in the dark. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. So only 25 made. Wow. Okay. All right. And next, so this last week being WWDC, one of the fun things that usually comes out of WWDC is all the swag that the attendees receive, whether it's a t-shirt or a jacket or bag or pins, as of recent, right? But since it was virtual this time, I'm not sure any of that stuff was done, right? I don't.
Did they do stickers? I
don't. Did they send out stuff?
I kind of thought those stickers were, like they showed in the promo. I thought those were possibly real stickers.
Well, they were real pins in previous years, and maybe stickers and virtual stickers and whatever. But I don't think there was any physical stuff. I don't know. I could be wrong, but it's a good time to go back and look and see what you can find on eBay from WWDC's gone past. So I did a quick search, and there were a lot of stuff from recent years, which is thematically kind of the same. It's usually some black jacket, whether it be a jean jacket or tracksuit jacket or windbreaker or something like that. You go back far enough, you get sort of out of that Steve Jobs black phase. You go back to 1999 and you see this thing.
That's a nice looking bag.
The conference bag. Yeah, a little satchel of sort, right, for your laptop, and on it is the WWDC logo from 1999.
Is it the white square above the 99? It's supposed to be an Apple logo, isn't it?
Is it? So
yeah,
from the picture.
If you look at the inside, where it's showing kind of. Oh, you can see the Apple shape
the backside.
Yeah. Right. Where it's showing the where it's been stitched, and you can that looks like the Apple shape inside there to me.
It does.
But I'm wondering if is it reflective, and maybe it just blew it out. Right.
It could be. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I bet that is. I mean, it's got to be, right? What else could it be? So Apple logo there, maybe reflective, or like if you're biking or something. Let's see what else. It says brand new. Got this years ago. Never used it. What else can we know about this?
It looks nice. It looks like a good messenger bag. Good size.
Ships from Chicago, and they want to buy it now. $79.
Not bad.
Fair price. Functional
I know,
piece
$70.
of item.
Yeah.
For something that's over 20 years old now, and you got to wonder, when or if in-person WWCs will happen again, maybe they've settled into the whole online experience, right? I don't know. I haven't heard too many reports on how that went, but we'll talk more about it when we get to the feature segment. All right. Okay, we'll check in with the chat room. Flat batteries exist in Canada. Yeah, I know. The question is, does a flat battery mean it no longer holds a charge?
I swear I thought I'd heard that term.
Yeah.
Yes, about the keynotes. They did definitely seem very congratulatory during it. I think the very slick production. Well, we'll talk about it when we talk about it in the thing.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when we talk about it.
We'll talk about it. Okay, which I think is now, right? Isn't this when we talk about it?
Yes. I guess this would be our main segment.
All right, we're cruising along.
All right.
You ready to go?
I am ready.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Last week was Worldwide Developers Conference, the first time held virtually. Online, everything was done from the safety of your own home. I don't know. I hadn't heard. I guess they must have announced the attendee numbers. I didn't see what kind of participation. I bet it was a lot, because normally that's a hot ticket, right? They sell out quickly, even though they are expensive. I remember it's in the thousands of dollars to attend.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Right.
But this year you could do it for much less and not have the expense of traveling too. But the big difference for us regular folks was the keynote and how that was pulled off.
It was a very slick production, because everything was pre-recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it had very nice visuals, and it was weird. Yeah, I mean, it was good, but it was definitely I like the on-stage dynamic.
That's good too.
Better.
With the live demos,
right?
And either the crowd reaction and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
it was an interesting hybrid, because they were sort of trying to, I don't know, it was it was a weird mix, right? It wasn't exactly a commercial, but it certainly wasn't a live performance either.
No, it felt pretty. A lot of it felt pretty. I don't know, cardboardy is probably the wrong word. It was very, I don't know.
Had a rehearsed feel to it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Very.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel natural. Right.
But it was slickly produced. It a lot of spectacular footage, and the other cool thing is we got to see behind the scenes. We got to go in that cool lab, and got a whole host of announcements. I think the bulk of the predictions, the rumors, came out to be true. But ultimately, we got updates to all the different OS variations. And I don't know if there's anything super significant about those that we want to talk about. I'll mention a few, I guess. iOS 14 is the latest version number. Home screen widgets, which I guess they tell me is a feature of Android, being able to throw that live content in the middle of your icons.
Mm-hmm. Or also Windows 10 tiles, right?
Mm-hmm. App library, trying to make sense of your hundreds of apps cluttering up your screens. Picture, more pervasive, updated maps. That minimal Siri, which I like. I hate that when Siri takes the whole screen over.
I really hope. So there are certain things you should be able to go, hey Siri, and even if you're not on the internet, have it be able to answer. I find it ridiculous that if you don't have an internet connection, you can't get it to tell you the time or something very simple. If there's not an internet connection.
When do you not have an internet connection? Where are you going?
Well, if you're
underground.
Right. Yes. In my bunker. Yeah. This is actually a submarine behind me. Yes.
And let's see, app clips. I don't know, nothing really groundbreaking, right? And then we get into iPad OS 14, and for us old folks, this idea of what they're calling Scribble, where you can use your pen. What do they call that? The Apple Pen or something like that? Apple Pencil.
Pencil. Mm-hmm.
Pencil. We're not up to a pens yet. The pencil. And you can do, handwriting to text recognition OS wide. And boy, they had an interesting demo there where they drew some shapes and voila, it squares the corners and gives you an edible vector-based shape. That seems like I remember that. Something I used to do in the late 90s with my
with
Newton
some sort of
message
handheld device, perhaps made by. Yes. Yep.
So, yes, isn't that interesting to see stuff that you learned to love back with the Newton finally after all these years.
I think it should pop up a Easter egg of some sort if you type in egg freckles. It
would have been an awesome opportunity to give a throwback to Newton. It really would, because there were a lot of other throwbacks, right? They did have. Well, speaking of, I'm sort of jumping around here. I'm just sort of stream of thought, but remember when they were in that hardware laboratory and they're demoing. We're going to talk about here later the newest architecture for the Mac, but in the back there was a bunch of miscellaneous hardware, and back there on the shelf was a clear case SC Mac.
Yep, pretty cool.
And some folks think was that actually an original prototype? Is it
or one
Mac
of the
effects?
Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't tell, or could you tell?
Could I tell?
Tell. It was too small back there.
Yeah, we'll have to get an expert opinion just to see if they can ID that. It looks so clean. I want to think it was a clear case, a Mac Effects clear case. That there's a fan out there that went ahead and bought one and they used it as a prop. To think that somebody working there, because you know how all those prototypes scattered to the wind and so very few survived, and it'd been super rare if they would have survived at Apple or with an employee that still works there, right? Anyway, so maybe somebody can actually tell. iPad OS borrowed a lot of the same things that iOS 14 got. We got watchOS 7, smattering of updates. I like the shared watch faces. That's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
tvOS 14, but the big one for us is macOS Big Sur, and we've taken it to 11.
Insert your Spinal Tap joke here.
Yeah, they've been talking about it, or the rumors have been out for a long time about this possibility of jumping to the ARM-based architecture for Mac. It was only a matter of time, and with the processor gains, I mean, they've been making all kinds of huge advancements in those chips for your iPhone and iPad. And they finally did it. And then they had not only that, but a cool little demo.
Well, let's hope it's a finally did it in a good way and not a finally did it Charlton Heston at the end of Planet of the Apes way.
Did it.
Finally
did it.
Let's hope it's the former. Yeah.
Well, Apple Silicon, based on the ARM architecture, and they were running it on that little prototype, presumably that same development system that you can buy for $500 if you're a member of if you're an official developer. But they were running, that was the current high-end iPad Pro chip in a Mac, running Mac OS Big Sur, and it looked fine. Of course, they weren't doing anything. Well, actually, they did run a few very, very graphically processor-intensive software.
Yeah.
And can you imagine just running? And I'm guessing that was just. I mean, that's running an iPad hardware, just stock for the most part.
Well, obviously they're going to have to make sure that there are some big name developers on board, making sure their software, especially, Adobe,
sure. Right, and they do have them on board. They have even Microsoft on board. They've got the tools in place. We've been through this before.
Yeah, that is true. It is not anything new to Apple to have to do this.
It's been a while, and so out comes Rosetta 2. That's going to help all this.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the one thing that's going to be cast aside is native x86 support.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Which we've come to enjoy. I mean,
I
this
know.
luxury.
Well, I love being able to do PC gaming on my MacBook. Just by booting into the Boot Camp partition.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And even
that's going to work anymore. That's for sure.
And even forget about Boot Camp. Just think about the virtualization tools that are able to tap into that native support directly.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That I can run any Intel-based operating system, whether it be
right.
Mac OS. I mean, even virtualizing old Mac OS versions. Think about that for a second. Also, right? We're going to back into this sort of emulation mode, which they say is going to be fast.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll see.
How Derek is reminding us. Remember how painful that virtual PC was? Right?
Yes. Yeah, running on PowerPC.
My gosh. Right.
Oh.
Trying to emulate Windows 95 or something. I mean, it was ridiculously bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully, I mean, I don't think there's any two ways about it. You're just not going. You're going to get a speed hit.
Absolutely.
They come up with that tool. So what is that going to be?
Especially as Derek also pointed out, that's all CPU, not GPU. No GPU acceleration. So,
yeah. Well, that remains to be seen. And of course, they say Intel-based Macs and software OS support will be around for a couple of years as this transition rolls out. But we'll have ARM-based Macs by the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to wonder, what form will those take?
Yeah.
Will they
and
do what they
are
did?
Are they going to go straight ARM, or for like your bigger desktop systems, are they still going to be doing maybe both?
Oh, I doubt you'll see both.
Okay.
One or the other. I'm wondering if they're going to take the opportunity to give us a new form factor design. Instead of what they did with Intel, that transition, they just took existing cases, swapped it out, and really didn't take advantage of that huge architecture leap to inspire some kind of new design.
Yeah,
I want to think they might this time, only because
these chips are supposed to run even cooler, right, than the Intel chips, right?
Even cooler, I think.
Less power.
Less power. I think the volume requirements, because of all that. Not just the physical architecture, but the cooling requirements probably allow you to use smaller form factors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And wouldn't it be cool if one day you could just boot your iPad into Mac OS?
Yeah.
Right. So now we're in this. Now talk about we've been talking about this idea of Mac OS and iOS and them kind of drawing from each other.
Yeah.
Would they merge? Or
I think Big Sur definitely has even more of a iOS feel, obviously, than any of the OS 10s. Don't you think?
Yeah, they did that. A number like the notifications kind of look like almost touch screen sort of interfaces, even though you're accessing via a mouse or trackpad. Yes, and of course in your new Mac you'll be able to run those iOS apps natively, giving you access to the gazillion number of apps that are out there.
Yeah.
So all kinds of interesting territory coming up ahead. Very exciting times. I think this transition is, I think it's even more significant than the PowerPC to Intel switch.
Yeah, I mean, because these are all Apple rolled chips now, right?
because you're going inside, because you've got the added factor of all the iOS development going on, and has been going on for so long. Hopefully, it will be. I don't know. How would you characterize that last transition? It wasn't painless, but it wasn't as horrific as the other one before that. So, anyway, let's see. Anybody in the chats? Are they for this? I think this is a good thing. I don't know. I think we're all lamenting the x86 native support.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
software support for years to come. Approximately a 3.5 years is.
Is that the prediction?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, exciting times, and now we're just going to see what kind of hardware is going to come up behind it to make the most out of all these cool new features. All right. I hope it'll catch the attention and that take more care of Mac OS 10 again. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Hopefully, we're not going back to beleaguered times. I think just their I guess the iOS devices are probably going to keep Apple, viable.
Yeah. All right, a couple of news stories here. So whenever you're,
I'm ready.
Right. All right. And actually, let me think. I'm going to do this technically. I've got to. I'll do it live. We'll see how this works.
All right.
Okay. Let's go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, WWDC wasn't all the Mac news last week. There were a couple other things worth mentioning. Did you see this over on Hypebeast?
I didn't.
The title says Apple Macintosh M0100 inspires Greenhouse's click wireless mouse, reimagining the single button design for modern times. So look at this.
Wow.
A wireless Bluetooth mouse looks pretty much identical to the original Macintosh mouse, except for a little bit of company information, Greenhouse
right.
click.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
there.
that is definitely, wow, check that out.
It looks like it comes with a little waterproof case and Bluetooth, obviously. Whoops. Sorry, I'm messing around here with the screen. They say officially released sometime in July.
Huh.
And it says they've added a second button function, although it's unclear where that is. It has a single button design.
Why, I was wondering if it's got a kind of basically I don't know, like a toggle, like the button teeter totters for a left and right click. I could see that.
There's a little video here.
Oh, well.
We'll play the video here. And there's some cool retro stuff in the video. Nice, different poster, power CDs.
The lamp made of a G4. Yeah.
So you got to check out this video. We're over on hypebeast.com, and there's some narration too. Oh my gosh, this person's a real retro Mac fan.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's see if I can lower the volume there so you can.
I actually can't hear it.
Yeah, you can't hear because I'm not piping the. Again,
got it. Okay.
I'm still. This is a work in progress.
All right.
I'm not routing the sound through to the live feed, so you're not hearing it. I am hearing it. Does that help? I don't know. I can tell you what I'm hearing. But this is the designer essentially just narrating his inspiration for this new mouse.
Nice.
But yeah, how awesome would this be? Show up at a
Oh yeah.
Show up at a Starbucks anymore? Yeah. And,
especially if you have that hooked up to something running, a system running Mini VMac, right?
Yeah. It's a little bizarre that it has I think that's the old 30-pin iPod connector as the charge connector.
Oh, that's crazy. Does it come with that? I hope.
Well, you got to charge it. Yeah, so it does. Yeah. Nice, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So when this goes
one of those, sure,
for sale later, we'll See if we get more details, pricing, and that kind of thing. All right, now
they need to have it come though in a very yellowed version to make it.
Oh yeah,
the dingy patina that
right,
our old
right.
Macs get.
Well, I got an email from Todd Holcomb highlighting what's going on over applefritter.com via Tom Owad, who has resurrected a couple of things. I guess the Apple Fritter BBS, which I guess existed somewhere, but anyway, it's now via a eWorld online front end, which is really quite exciting if you're an old eWorld user like myself. Did you ever use eWorld?
I didn't. No.
Yeah. So did you get a chance to try this out?
Not yet.
You can download a classic Mac, like a OS 9-ish client, or a Mac OS 10 version to get this classic eWorld experience. So yeah, it's very cool how it was done. So I'm gonna attempt to share this with our live audience. Let's see if I can flip over here. And so what I'm going to do is I'll run this via Sheepshaver, and it's a Stuff It archive, and we just open it up here and connect, and there it goes. Did you get the sounds this time?
I did. Yes. Wow. Yes, I do.
So if you were in eWorld way back then, you remember the street noises, because they had this whole town sort of metaphor for how you navigated around eWorld. And so you would go into, say, the community center, and you could go into the chat room and see who's going on in there, and it ties in. I don't think there's anybody there. I'm the only one, so that doesn't help us. You can see the users, and there's the creator, Tom Owad, there at the top. But yeah, I haven't spent a whole lot of time navigating the content here to see what's available. Let's see. We go. All right, got all kinds of cool sound effects. Those are all the original sound effects. You go into Apple 1 and 2 News, and you can see that there's some stuff going on in there. But yeah,
that's really
cool.
neat.
Well done. So,
yeah,
I like that. And again, if you want to download that, go over to applefritter.com.
I love that site. It's just, it's one of those. It's been around forever. I used to love to go look at the case mods and stuff over at Apple Fritter. Yeah, it's just a neat site.
All right.
Oh, I got to show off my geek shirt of another event that we should have been happening around now. It's the Southern Pride Game Room Expo, which was going on simultaneously with the Vintage Computer Festival. So you got a twofer. They're being held in the same location, and if you basically could get into both events.
This is from years past.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Because
but it would have been going on I think this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess they couldn't do for something like that. You really can't do anything,
right?
You can't do any kind of
virtual, right?
No, that's too bad.
It is. But maybe next year we'll see what happens.
Year. All right. Well, we're gonna do the outro.
Yes, we do. What are we doing next week?
Good question. I have an answer for that.
All right, guys, come on. We need.
No, I already got.
You got something?
Answer.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see here.
It's 4th of July weekend next weekend.
It is, and we're gonna. Well, I'll tell you. Let's start recording here, and then I'll break.
Okay, that sounds good.
So,
breaking news.
Actually, let me do one more thing.
That would be a good one.
That.
Derek, maybe this would be a good future one, as Apple's history with the ARM and how the investment saved the company. That would be a good episode.
That's good for a. Yeah, I was actually thinking about that. Derek, do you know what ARM originally stood for? I didn't know that until this morning. Quick, don't Google it. Quick.
I am betting Derek knows. I wish I had Derek's brain.
All right, let's see. All right, I think I got everything going. So,
okay,
if you're ready,
ready when you are.
Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, well, that brings us to the end of another episode of the RetroMacCast. Next week, we're going to do something fun. We're going to attempt to bring a third person into the live studio here. And the third person is none other than the face behind Mac 84, Steven.
Well, we know he already has the AV equipment, at least.
Steve should, be all set up. Now he's over at, so if you go to YouTube/Mac84, you can see all the great videos he's been doing. A lot of hands-on fix-it type stuff.
Yeah, I was checking him out this morning. They're pretty neat, and he's also doing some live streams as well. So,
yeah, so he popped in here. He's not here this week. He popped in last week, and that's how we kind of got the conversation started. So that will be fun. Yeah, I don't know. Anything else you gotta mention, John, here before we sign off?
No, I'll let you know next week how the booty works.
Right. Yeah, we'll definitely have an episode in the future based on that.
About my booty, yes.
All right. Well, with that, remember, it's not old.
It's retro.
Okay. I actually stopped my recording after you said that because I thought that was like a perfect end, and then I said, "Oh crap, we didn't do our sign off," so I had to start a new recording midstream. All right. Let's see. Anything going on? RMC interviews with 2 of the creators of eWorld.
Oh, maybe that's
another. Is Tom Owad? Is he tied back to eWorld then? Because I know we interviewed years ago, we had one of the creators of eWorld on. Do you remember that, John?
No, I don't.
Remember that.
Oh,
Derek
my gosh.
remembers.
Derek remembers. Derek, you're awesome, dude.
These chats are coming up, the chats, and you don't know what they're responding to, right?
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Klaus says, "Indeed." I don't know if that was in response to your booty, or if that's in response.
It is a showstopper.
And then you just get a yes. I don't know if yes, which part of what I just said. People need to be more descriptive in the chat room. Otherwise, I don't know what's going on. All right. Well, hey, thanks everybody for joining us.
Absolutely. This is I'm really enjoying this. Yes.
We'll have to have Derek back in. So Derek was in the test one.
Yep.
Maybe he can pick a classical game he can share with us.
Oh, I would love that.
BMac. Because that was fun when he showed us that one. Or maybe that one.
Maybe that game. Yeah, Derek.
Yeah. I don't remember what it was called. Think about it, Derek. And let's see. We got some housekeeping here. This is the time when
I have to
John
get my files together.
Yeah.
But there is one more thing.
Yeah. There is. Sometimes we do the podcast and forget that we actually have to put it together. We just say, "Okay,
right.
Good chatting with you."
Bye.
We're super excited about it.
About my booty.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Best to pick someone who's more fanatic about it. More fanatic? Not just fanatic, but more fanatic. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I when we were messing around that one
pretty
day.
Darn, yeah.
Hey, thank you, Klaus. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we did that little test one, and we were just experimenting to see if we could share
the emulator screen.
The emulator screen. Now, the one thing we haven't done yet, so I've got like all kinds of weird sound routing and different recording things going on. I got to figure out. So I know how to hijack now, not only hijack and send the audio, right? I did it with Sheepshaver today.
Yeah.
So that everybody out there can hear it. The thing I haven't done, and we can, John, you and I can test this, is where, let me think about this. The idea, well, I guess, or did we get the audio out of Derek's mini VMAC? Did that come through?
It didn't it? It did when we were doing the. I know it did it when we did.
Did his audio come through on his? We can try it right now. Do you have a handy thing some app that generates sound that you can pull up?
Nope. No audio from my mini VMAC. No. But didn't we get audio from my mini VMAC? Or yours?
No, it was mine. I was the one
yours.
running it.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. No, we're going to try it from yours. So do you have a mini VMAC you can pop open and we can try to route the sound?
Who, me? Yes.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking to.
Got it.
Wait.
Well, I thought maybe you were still talking
you thought I was
to
talking
Derek.
to somebody in the chat room.
Right.
This
isn't confusing at all.
I was just chastising the chat room for not identifying to whom and what they're saying, and I'm sitting here just going, "Yep, go for it."
Yep.
Hello. That's right. I agree.
All right.
Not currently set up. Yeah, so you'd have to. Yeah, that's right. It's going to work, John, because you'd have to do what I'm doing. Which is
pop it into
see what I'm doing. You're gonna have to buy this app. It's awesome. I know we love Rogue Amoeba.
Oh yes,
they're unofficial sponsors of this podcast because I had to pay for all the software. Loopback. Write this down, John.
Okay.
So you can have the power.
I have the power.
Loopback by Rogue Amoeba sets up this, and actually I can. We'll do a little. Here, I'll show you what that looks like. Give you a little demo. I tell you, we're living in the future right now. All these cool tools we have here. I mean, all right. So you see this?
Oh, hang on.
Loopback.
Yes. Holy.
Right. So this is what's going on here. So along the left here, so what I've done is I've created essentially a virtual audio device. And I've called it RetroMacCast Live. So when I go into StreamYard and I select my mic, I've got Blue Snowball I can select from, but I also now pops up RetroMacCast Live as a input.
Okay.
And that input, as you can see here, consists of Blue Snowball, my mic. Right. But I've also added Farrago. Now Farrago is another Rogue Amoeba product, but that's the soundboard. That's the one that allows me to do stuff like.
And I think it's magical.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Mini VMAC is also piped in there. Now I've turned it off because I'm not running it today. I'm not sure it really matters if it's not running, if this is off or on. But regardless, I shut it off. And then Sheepshaver. Right. So now watch when I play, when I open something, let's see, or close something, watch the sound indicators on Sheepshaver.
I see. Right.
Yeah. So now
it's feeding it all in through.
It's all coming into
a virtual microphone, basically. That's grabbing all the audio, your microphone, and okay. Mm-hmm.
Right, but I've created two versions. This is another interesting thing. I've created one that just has Blue Snowball and Farrago. Actually, I've got you know what?
Farrago, is that your soundboard?
I've already screwed this up. I just noticed I messed up something. Yeah, that's the soundboard.
Okay.
So even though everybody on the live channel heard the sounds of eWorld,
yeah.
Guess who's not going to hear it?
Oh no!
Everybody listening to the podcast, because this is what I was. This right up here. Or are they? Oh, no. There, it's there.
Okay.
There's so many lines here. If I spread this thing out, you can see. I'm sorry. Yeah. So the reason I had to create 2 output channels is because I don't want to listen to the echo of my own voice.
Yeah.
You know that whole problem.
Mm-hmm.
So my external headphones monitor are only connected to everything else. Okay. And then here, so I'm monitoring this so that I hear it, because if I don't do this, I won't hear those sounds. It's interesting. They'll get sent out, but I don't hear them.
Right. I get it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see
it's weird when you're hearing yourself, because there's usually a slight delay, and it just gets really bizarre.
Right. So
right now, if I played Mini VMAC, even if I shared it, you just not would be able to hear it. Okay.
Yeah. So what you do is you get this loopback one, and then you create your own little routing here, similar to this one.
All right.
And it works great. And you can even set the volumes independently. Like Mini VMAC's kind of loud, so you can drop the volume there.
And so it's called loopback.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Klaus or Derek's right. Sheep Shavers probably was a bit loud.
It was.
It was hard to adjust that. Yeah, I'll drop it down a little bit here for next time. What was that noise?
I don't know. Sounded like the start of a Sega.
You know what that was? I just got Bite Night would like me to join a chat.
Oh.
So you want to go live on YouTube with a chat? Let's hope this is
nice. Okay.
We're gonna hope this is safe for work, or otherwise. That would be. Let's see. Let's share this window and say hello. So, hey, Dave, I was one that emailed you about the eWorld reboot. What do you think? Oh, so that's the other Tom.
Oh, haha.
Wow.
That's so funny. I'm glad you still had Sheep Shaver still open.
Yeah, I think I'm entering. I'm not sure. I'm in the matrix. We're simultaneously live streaming and chatting via an old OS 9 virtualized thing. This is crazy.
So nice.
Love it. Shared it.
You let them know we're live streaming it right now. That's so great.
RC YouTube channel.
So funny.
In fact, we are live now, showing this to anyone who is watching. Need to get the other Todd on our podcast. There we go. Cool. Unfortunately, we lost all the original postings. Oh, I don't know. Original from where?
Oh, from like back when it was a real
BBS
thing. Yeah, I guess.
That is too bad.
Okay, so loopback is $100.
Is it? It might be. Yeah, we can decide whether or not you really need it or not. Because
I'll see if there's maybe a different thing out there.
There might be a simpler one out
there.
Like
I can almost see like maybe some of the Soundflower stuff.
Yeah. There might be.
I'll look at Soundflower.
Yeah. Anyway, so slowly building up the news and items and forums again. Yeah. Well, cool. So you can see, everybody can see now that I actually got live chat going on in this little deal. How's the volume now? I dropped the volume a little bit.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, I can hear the I loved all those sounds. I used to have a Looney Tunes sound theme set. It was great.
Derek is hoping that we're not talking to a Nigerian prince. I don't know. We're looking for investors. We could take this podcast to the next level with a little bit of that Nigerian gold money. And Biteness says, "Are you doing your live chat now?" Yes. Let's get him to go over and look at it. And then
you can send him the
looping on ourselves. Let's see. www.youtube. RetroMacCast.
This is actually Inception happening right now, isn't it?
Feels a little bit like that. Let's see, YouTube. Let's see if I have a direct link. You copy and paste directly across.
Yes, I think you can from OS 10 to Sheepshaver.
They did.
Awesome.
I just I switched over to the YouTube channel that we have to get the link, and of course it started playing what we're doing now. talk about echo. Yeah, let's see if he can join the chat room.
Sure.
we could switch him over from YouTube chat from eWorld chat. Yeah. Somebody needs to write an app to echo anything you chat in the eWorld chat room
into YouTube.
That way we can have a RetroMacCast YouTube live chat room in eWorld.
Oh my goodness. What? How cool would that be?
Yeah, that would also probably be nearly impossible to do that kind of gymnastics to get the text to flow across that. Let's see if he'll pop in there. Yeah, Derek, I did. I copied and pasted right into the chat room. I think everybody saw that. Let's see. I can. That doesn't get much bigger. All right. Well, I guess Derek may be the only one hanging around. Oh, okay. I can see you now. You guys now. Cool. Yeah. This is a little bit of an inception. Todd, if you can hear me now, we were just talking about, wouldn't it be cool if we could have an eWorld chat room during our live YouTube stream that also echoed the chat into the YouTube chat, so those people could also see what was going on there. So yeah, we were able to
join the YouTube chat. I'm still.
I don't know if he's joined us, but he sees us.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, right. I'm reading the wrong. Yeah, I'm reading the wrong set of comments. So
see, it's already confusing. Yeah. Do it. All right. Well, if Todd, if you're listening there, I sent actually a message to Todd Owad asking him if he would join us on the podcast. But I don't know if he's checking those messages or whatever, but I didn't get any response yet. So I'm not sure what the best way to get a hold of him. Maybe probably through Facebook. Because I think he posted.
Okay, there he is.
Posted this.
Todd is now commenting on the YouTube channel.
Oh, there he is.
Well. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So if you got a direct path to Todd, you might let him know that we're out here, want to chat to him about Apple Fritter and the whole eWorld thing. So there we go. All right. Well, Todd, you cut us at the end. We were just sort of messing around here at the end. We had already done the episode, so we're gonna sign off here in a bit, unless there's anything anybody else wants to share. We're going to Johnny, give me the files.
I did. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, they was doing that. It has to do that thing where I have to go to the gallery.
Oh, no. I sent them to Derek. Derek.
Oh, you sent it to Derek. Derek's got the files.
Derek, yes.
Derek, go ahead and finish it up, produce it, and release it. So it saves me a little bit of time. All right, he's going to.
All right, hang on. Oh, I got it. That's so funny.
Oh, we'd be love. Yeah, the Todds. We'd like to get both Todds.
Absolutely.
Tom is in the process of buying a house, but we'd love to be on someday.
Oh, Tom, is it someday. Tom, not Todd?
Tom. Well, then it's Tom. I thought it was Todd. Oh, it's Tom. I keep getting my T. It is Tom Owad, and Todd is chatting with us now. All right, I'll get it straight one of these days. Don't count on it. All right. Yeah.
All right.
Sometime down the line. Yeah. Whoever wants to talk to us about Apple Fritter and the BBS, the eWorld thing, It's all great. All right. Now, did you send it to me?
I did.
I think it's still uploading.
It says upload complete.
Oh, I'm on the. Oh, here's a screwy thing. So, when you're in the gallery, the newest stuff is at the top. You want to hear about screwed up stuff?
Oh, my
when you got a
goodness.
Microsoft software.
Yeah.
So normally in text, right?
Uh-huh.
And in the pane, that's the text window where you and I are chatting. It scrolls up.
Yeah.
And
Newest
the newest
stuff's always
stuff
at
is
the
at the
bottom.
bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in the gallery, which is another pane just to the right, it's the opposite.
Oh, of course.
So I was sort of in the middle of it, and so I scrolled down the bottom to get what I thought was the newest thing. And when I scrolled down to the bottom, I found something that I sent you, I don't know, a long
several
time
years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So isn't that fun? Yeah, disastrous user interface design since 2004. They may have just changed that. I just updated Skype. I'm not sure it was even like that. I think they reversed it. I think they flipped a bit. Do you have
remember how long it took us to figure out how to get it so the chat window was actually a decent size as opposed to
the whole
just a giant picture of you or your initials and then this tiny little strip for the
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's the
Yep.
best.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, it does get worse. It's continually frustrating. If it was bad and static, at least I could get used to that, right?
Right. Yeah. You get used to
But
the bad.
If it's bad and then becomes a different version of bad.
Mm-hmm. I think it's some sort of weird social experiment that Microsoft's doing.
Well, they're essentially torturing us for all
Yes.
the years that we used to make fun or continue to make fun and of Windows and Microsoft and all that. They are saying, watch these guys squirm. All right, John.
All right. So
next week we'll of course we'll configure for that experiment we did last time. We're going to try to capture the StreamYard stuff because we'll have Mac 84 Steve on with us. Okay.
Sounds like
all right. Everybody in the chat room.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Enjoy your week. Stay safe out there.